The plans for today had been to run the bulldozer and excavator and empty out the tailings pond and do some other work, but at 1:45 this morning it started raining and we got a little over 3 inches of rain when it was forecast we would only have half to a 3/4 inch. So they were wrong. So it's a little too wet to do anything, except I can go ahead and do this project I told you about last night. I'll finish getting these boards down, getting this ready to stockpile ore here. Then I've got another improvement I need to do on the plant as well. Now we did get the chains on here and that's good. But there's a leak that annoys me on this end of the scrubber. See, you have a square chute leading into a round rolling trommel, and this is stationary and that's moving, so you can't seal it real well. Well, ore, water, mud splashes out, and you can see the gravel and ore that's piled up here, and there could be a diamond in that. Look, it's built up really high. I need to dig all this out, put it in buckets, feed it back in, but first I need to fix the problem. I tried by putting this rubber on the outside, but what I have to do is crawl inside the scrubber and bolt that same piece of rubber on the inside. I wasn't wanting to do that, but oh well, you've got to do some things you don't want to do to get the job done. So let me bring you around. This is where I'll be going in, right here, and I'll go up to that end and put that rubber bolted in there on this side. So that means I've got water to wade through and put my knees on rocks and metal and all, but oh well, I'll come up the chute to do it. I took the tarp off this morning. Yesterday you didn't get to see the ore pile because I had a tarp on it because they forecast rain, so I had it covered up. But this is what the unprocessed lamprite looks like right here, and it will break up. I just didn't want it to get wet because it makes it heavier, messier. It sticks in the front of the bucket when it's wet, and this stayed pretty dry. So the other project for today, remember we had an empty tailings pond, no water in it? Well, it's full to the top and overflowing. The water is even running out. There's so much water in here. I had pumped it out, and then we got a 5-inch rain, or a little over 5-inch. Then pumped all that out, and it's filled up again with rainwater. So I'm going to pump all of this out so that we can dig the tailings out of this pit. We need to get it cleared out. So there's one pump there. I normally have this half deck type wooden device stretched across here, and the other end sits on that bank over there. But I swiveled it out of the way the other day because I wanted the excavator to be able to get in here and dig the mud and tailings out. Well, that's the deck I set my pumps on. So anyhow, I'm going to have to rig up something else with the pump or move it back, but it's pretty heavy to move by myself, but oh well. And then another project for today is, oh, that concrete set up well last night. It didn't get washed away during all the rain, so that's a good thing. Instead of the tailings coming down, I mean the oversized, or coming down and getting on this screen, and then you have to scoop it into buckets and feed it back into the plant. What I want to do is get this gravel pump going, and I've got to bolt the motor on different and have the gravel pump sit right here, and then it will pump up this green hose all the way and send it back to the hopper. So it'll just save a lot of time standing here at the end, scraping up the oversize, putting it into buckets, and then feeding it back into the plant. If the gravel pump is running all the time, the water and the oversized gravel that comes down this will go right into the gravel pump and feed it back up into the plant. That'll just save handling it and the time and trouble of doing it. So hopefully the gravel pump will work. We'll try it. Looks like I've got time. I won't be watching the bulldozer or excavator today, so I'll be doing my other projects, trying to get caught up on a few things around here. So you don't get to run the plant every day. Sometimes you have to fix stuff. So I gotta start pumping water right now. Thank you for joining me, and check back and see our progress here on Genuine Diamonds in AR.